We have got our glad rags on. I have even poured a little glass of fizz for the occasion because ERHOTY23 Horse of the Year 2023 is here and we are going to be drawing the quarterfinals. Dee, I like your dicky bow.
Thanks.
Nice.
Thanks. Yeah, it's I wore this for my wedding, would you believe, Nicole?
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. ERHOTY23 Horse of the Year and your wedding coming on a par.
I didn't wear the black. I wore I didn't have a black tie wedding. Do you have black tie weddings in England? I know you wear like the equestrian world where the Sam wore the morning suits. Spike wore morning
there's
suits.
A lot of morning suits. And I do remember getting a picture actually of you the morning after your wedding at like 10 o'clock the next day, still in your suit with your dicky bow. And
well, regular listeners will know why that happened. If anyone wants to scroll back on the... It's been a while since we discussed that, isn't it? My wedding night.
It has been a while since we've discussed your wedding night. Today is not the place for it though, because actually
5 years ago.
It was a while ago. We'll come back to it, listeners, at some point in the not too distant future. If you missed it, we'll come back to it. It's a story for another show. But what is happening? Why are we all dressed up in our finery? Because we are going to be picking out the draw for the quarterfinals, which will determine the semi-finals and the finals for ERHOTY23 Horse of the Year 2023. The contenders are live, Dee. So now we've had a bit of chance to kind of reflect upon it. How are you feeling about the final 8?
I thought Sam had that opportunity to put Laura Collett in, and I think the fact that he chose to drop London 52 in the year that they performed so well, I thought it was surprising. But that's probably the big omission from Sam this year.
It was one of those, every year you get to the final list and there's horses that I'm sure you guys at home will be going, why on earth are they not in the list? You guys are absolutely off your rockers. But you have to whittle it down somehow. The Contenders show is out now. So if you want to listen to the podcast, you can find out a little bit more about all of the contenders, why they're in this. I'm going to remind you of who they are. So we have got Lordship's Graffalo, the badminton winner, the European champion. We have
hot favorite
for Hottie, and who he draws in the quarterfinal is always really interesting because if your two hot favorites go up against each other at this point, it's kind of.
But that's the thing, yeah. It is a draw. It is a draw. It is a random draw and a vote. So, I mean, Graffalo is the horse right now, isn't that right? Graffalo is just where it's at. Like everybody has to be looking at Graffalo. Austin O'Connor's saying, "Oh, I hope it rains," because if Colorado Blue hits that kind of tough ground and becomes a cross-country competition, he's got the horse. But like a la the Europeans, you probably don't want to be going up against horses that are doing 20s dressage on a not so difficult cross-country track, unless it's Graffalo, Nicole. That horse can literally do it all right now. I think Graffalo is the one that has everything. So yeah, and it's Roz, the Darling of Britain, which surely is going to be making Graffalo favorite. Amazing horse, Darling of Britain. It's the recipe to win ERHOTY is my guess.
Let me just run through the list. So we've got Lordship's Graffalo, we've got Ballamore Class, winner of Burghley, second at badminton.
Winner, yeah.
We have got HSH Blake, the Pan American Games individual gold medalist. We have got Virgil, the Adelaide winner, absolute 5-star legend. Colorado Blue, Maryland winner, and of course third at badminton this spring. First Irish 5-star winner in, is it 58 years?
Correct.
Yeah, just mad. You've got Vendredi Biat's Kitty King, who were brilliant at Le Moulin and then went on to take the individual silver at the Europeans. You have got My Balm, Kentucky winner, highest rated performance from a US horse this year. Actually finished on the podium in Aachen as well. Diablo Month, the Buccolo winner, the young gun, the up-and-coming superstar. I'm sure there were plenty of people, Dee, actually, who agreed or disagreed with this selection. I feel like we're almost projecting slightly into what could be an ERHOTY Horse of the Year 2024.
Maybe. I mean, you might say the same for Blake. HHS Blake to give
HSH.
HSH.
You're getting big trouble. Big trouble.
Hutchinson Sport Horses. Some operation, Kelly and her fam.
You keep digging yourself out of that hole.
No idea. It's a great operation, great setup. Who was I thinking of? HS Cooley was the first ever Cooley winner. Isn't that right, Liz?
There's other HHS Cooley horses or HHS horses, but HSH.
Yeah, get it right.
A lot of H's there. You struggle to say H's.
Yeah, get it right. Good that we're live.
Yeah, exactly. We are live, listeners, by the way, as well. We're not, or this isn't going to be edited. It is literally Dee and I dressed up in our black tie.
Are you fully black tie? Because I'm still wearing my jeans.
I have my jeans on under my dress, my slippers and a pair of socks.
I think that's funnier for a girl because I think it's kind of understandable if a boy's just wearing top half, but like if you put your jeans on under a dress, I think that feels more.
Yeah, I mean, I just put the dress on over.
I'm not judging.
Put the dress on and off we went. And both of our other halves actually kind of caught sight of us before we started recording this and just looked at us. Didn't even ask really any questions. Just like, what the hell are you doing? And then kind of walked away.
Well, both of them. I know what Denise, like, she has a stressful job. So with things like, can you pick up Rosa? Where's Leo's lunch? All these questions. Like, I'm like, love, I'm flat out today. I need to do things. And then like, she walks around and like half in a tux, being like, yeah, look, this is important. Anyway, yeah, back to the draw. I think there's, when you run through the list, you're kind of like, why are they in, or what's the reason for that? I think it's really well described on the podcast. There's a lot of emotion. Eckerding's horse of the year. It's not just the top 8 performances of the year, the top 8 top-rated horses of the year. It's actually about things that happened in 2023 that are noteworthy, that mean something, coupled with great performance. I don't think there's any just emotional stories in there because that's very subjective. There is data-driven reasons to put all these people in, but there's also it's also framed in the context of what happened in 2023 and in this year in particular. So yeah, all right, let's do it. Like, let's get on with it. Let's put them in order.
As always with Decorating's Horse of the Year, there is that real kind of head versus heart, and you're looking at the results on paper, of which Lordship's Gruffalo, I think most people would say he is the Horse of the Year. He's done the most. He's performed arguably the best. I
don't think, by the way, Tommy Smith wouldn't say that. Tommy Smith's an American winner. Like, they just wouldn't. Virgil, Australia, 18, wins a 5-star. Like, it's honestly, we might think that in Britain because, oh my God, Gruffalo wins by a record margin. But the Frenchies are like, oh, yeah. Diablo
Month is the one you want to watch. It's just that kind of head versus heart. We've seen a few contenders in the past taking a few people by surprise. There was the year that Don Janeiro won. Donna has won this. There have been some big winners. Vasily de Lassos. Beating out some big performers. So all I'm going to say is this moment is going to be interesting as to who faces who. So in terms of how to vote, listeners, just go to ECHOratings.com. Voting is open now as this goes out. The Contenders podcast is live. Voting is open, and the quarterfinal vote will run through to the 6th of December. So you've got from now until the 6th of December to cast your vote.
It's actually news.echoratings.
Oh, is it news.echoratings? Okay.
That's where it'll be.
Okay, fine. News.echoratings.com. Go there. Right.
On our social media, you'll probably find a link on our social media.
The link will be there. It's free to vote. But
you do have to put your email in. Normally, I think we used to cancel that, but then people were able to log multiple votes. We don't actually need your email. We're not going to send you stuff. It's only so that you can not cheat, essentially.
No, they would say that anybody would cheat, but...
No, but you know what I mean. Like,
right. Quarterfinal 1 will go up against quarterfinal 2. The winner of quarterfinal 1 against the winner of quarterfinal 2 in the semi-final. And then 3 versus 4 in that semi-final. So which half the draw you're in is going to be interesting as well. I have got my trusty Fairfax and Favour bag. raided one of my blue boxes. And in
Sorry,
this
is it everywhere?
8 names. So I'm going to pull out the first name that is going up against, well, it's going to be starting things rolling.
Yeah.
Ballamore class.
Okay, right. Burley winner.
Okay.
The
So
Burley winner. The grey is out.
the Burley winner is going to go up again.
Arguably, I think there's an argument. The most consistent 5-star horse of all time.
Oh, I think you've got to be talking in that kind of territory.
Well, Sam had the
Classic Moe. Classic Moe could be described
Classic
from
Moe.
a
Classic Moe will be pretty pissed if she heard
but
that.
To be fair, Ballamore class is catching up with Classic Moe now. 10 top 5.
What was she? Yeah, she was what? 12 or 13? 12 from 12? 12 from 12 or 13
she
from
was
13.
13 from 13. I think she was 13.
Give her the extra one. Give her the extra one in case Janelle's watching.
Yeah.
Although Janelle won't be watching.
She won't be watching. Right, who's Ballamore
No
class?
horse of the year this year. She was in it last year, wasn't she? Was Moe in it last year? Molly? She got in?
Must have been. Yeah. Right, you ready?
Yeah. Ballamore class plays.
Oh God, this is a humdinger. Absolute humdinger. My Barm.
My Barm.
The US.
My Barm.
Versus.
Yes. So Burley winner against Kentucky
Oliver
winner.
Townend, the Kentucky winner. Right.
That's the way the draw goes sometimes.
Okay. We ready?
The US can be strong.
This bag's really quite big for the small number of paper slips I've got in it. Okay, right. Diablo
Month. Okay. Q2.
Okay.
The reason that we have those things coming across the screen is because Rosie's doing that in the background live, just in case anyone thinks that
Rosie's in charge.
There's no way that could be that organized.
Multitasking because spelling mistakes.
Okay, so Q2. So Diablo Month. So the Paris 2024 winner takes on
Vendredi Beats.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Come on, Kitty. Right, so
okay.
Vendredi Beats. So the first one is Ballamore class versus My Barm, and then Diablo Month versus Vendredi Beats. So the winner of those two will go head to head in the semi-final.
Oh, right. Okay, so we have the semi-final set.
So that means semi-final will be one of those, the winner from each of those quarterfinals, first semi-final.
Okay, so now we can already start thinking about the horses that are on the other side of the draw that are all going to be against each other.
Right.
Okay, right.
Right, this is the one. Graffalo.
Right, the favourite's out. Okay,
gorgeous Graffalo. Favourite is out. Right, who's he going?
Out of the bag. Out of the bag.
Out the bag, yeah. Yeah, no, he's not out of everything else.
Final 3.
HSH Blake.
Caroline's up against it.
Yeah, that's tough.
Caroline's up against it. But
she has it. She could do it. She could do it.
National champ.
Yeah. Pan American Games individual gold medalist. Right, I can't remember the last two now. I'm trying to think. Oh, I know. I'm gonna pull them out, but I know who they are.
Actually, Caroline is pretty big army of fans around her as well.
She does. The US.
And the US.
Yeah.
Will the US knock out Graffalo?
But Graffalo, the Brits will go big on Graffalo.
Yeah, but the US would love nothing more than torpedoing a British favourite. That's what they're in for.
Virgil.
That could be, by the way, a combination that you see going head to head against each other in Paris.
Virgil versus.
Okay, Virgil.
Blue.
Oh, two warriors of the sport.
Oh, that is so. Actually, you've got, because I would say, for me, My Barm is going to have a big army. Ballamore class, I'm sure, will have a big army. That is going to be an absolute humdinger of a quarterfinal.
My Barm, Ballamore class
in the top half of the draw, and then you've got Graffalo and Colorado Blue that could go up against each other in the semi-final.
What, you think that Virgil won't be able to take on Ireland against Australia?
I reckon
Australia is massive.
Australia is huge. I don't know. Go on, then. Give me your.
No way. Well, no, because I think Kitty will be favoured over Diablo Month because
I think that's
although Zaragoza won it last year, if I'm not mistaken, with Gaspar.
Yeah, she did. Yeah. So the French.
But traditionally, the French are quite difficult to get in. He got a lot of people in, but will Nicolas Suzanne bring them? I don't know. Maybe we're a year early on. Diablo Mont. So that would send Vendredi Biat up against one of those two.
I wouldn't be able to call Ballamore Class my bomb.
No, that is tricky. But
that's a tough one. That's a really tough one.
Raffalo, Blake, Virgil, Colorado Blue. Colorado Blue is going to bring numbers because of the 58 years and because they will.
Yeah.
Virgil, though, 18 years old.
Yeah.
He's been everywhere. He's done it all.
Market, who knows?
No, it's good. Good competition this year. I'm looking forward to seeing how it pans out.
So how is it going to pan out? Right, quarterfinal 1, voting is live now. news.echoratings.com, or find the link on social media, free to vote. Have your say. So that is quarterfinal. For each of the quarterfinals, you can vote for all of them. Runs through to the 6th of December. The 7th through to the 11th of December will be the 2 semi-finals running. And then the final will run the 12th through to the 14th of December. We will announce the winner on the 15th of December. Watch this space. Who is going to be Echo Ratings Horse of the Year 2023? I feel like, we could have a drum roll. We've got our glad rags on. I want to go dancing. I've got a nice glass of fizz. Listeners, get involved. Enjoy it, because there is something quite joyous about this time of year. I always love Christmas anyway, but actually reflecting on the season and looking back on the year and kind of favorite moments, and whether you agree, whether you disagree, it's just nice to be able to do it. So get involved. Have your say. D?
Yeah.
We better go and do some real work.
Yeah. You're like talking about going dancing and drinking fizz. I'm like, what's she on about? Like, we're just going to take this off and go back to writing emails. Well done, Nicole.
Don't ruin the illusion. Listeners, I will be partying away. I won't be partying. Right, listeners, get involved. Echo Ratings Horse of the Year. It is live now. Go and listen to the Contenders podcast and tune in, because we'll have some special guests coming up over the next few weeks on the podcast, behind the scenes on Echo Ratings.
I have another thing to tell you before you go.
Okay.
1st of December today.
It is.
Aiken showcase tickets are on sale as well.
That could be the first chance to see the big US team contenders in the Olympic year.
Yeah. A lot of them tend to go there. And
Liz loves it in Aiken.
Liz has won it like three of 6 or 4 of 6 maybe.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, she wins it a lot. Anyway, they're on sale. It's always great. It's a big show. First time working with them in 2024, and something that we'll be looking at today.
There you go, listeners. You might even see 2 of the Echo Ratings Horse of the Year contenders there next year. Who knows? Watch this space. Go to the website for more information.
Oh, Rosie. I see it on the bottom of the screen. Fabulous work. Look at
that. She's good.
She's
Rosie,
good.
We love you. Right, listeners. Vote for Echo Ratings Horse of the Year. I'm going off dancing. Dee's going to answer some emails. We'll be back soon.